Hey VC, TC Kirkham, the Kirkham Report here, and I'm here to answer my UK pal Richard McCook's latest thread. 10 final questions for VC video makers. Richard has done this every year, the last couple of years. It's always been fun answering them. I'm going to try and give my honest opinion about them and, not hedge a bet, not do too much kvetching, because I'm going to talk about that later, and a few other things. So I got the questions printed out, Richard, and here we go. Number one, do you ever struggle to come up with ideas for videos? Yes and no. And I say that because it isn't the idea for the video. For me, it's time. I pride myself on trying to do a show every day. Different shows, different stuff. And I never can seem to do it because I don't have time to do the research or to have time to figure out the rankings for a rank this, or do the research for an influencers or vinyl recall or stuff. And it's also a matter of fact that I work 5 days a week and don't have a lot of time to do them. But I still try to get everything done. Sometimes I do struggle with ideas for different shows. But I'm never at a loss. I have lists of ideas and stuff on OneNote where I keep all my notes for what I do. So it's super easy that way, and I can just go through and take stuff out I don't want to do and add new stuff at will and keep an eye on it and do it later. So that's question one. Question two, if purchasing subscribers was an option, would you partake? Hell no! That's cheating. I'm sorry. I may only be at 400 and some subs, and I'd like to be, up there with all the big guys, 2,000-3,000, or even higher, like Frank and 50,000, and other people with 100,000. But I wouldn't pay for it. I'd rather just people grow organically, people shouting me out, or finding a show through YouTube or whatever and saying, hey, I like this dude, I'm going to subscribe. That's what I'd like. I don't know. I would never ask for paid subscribers. Do you like to mention how much you paid for your records? Not usually. I might bring a ballpark figure into it. I mentioned a couple months ago I picked up the 2 solo CDs from Starline vocal band member John Carroll, and they have been enormously priced on Discogs since I joined the VC. I found a dealer that was willing to sell them for fairly inexpensive, and they came from overseas, so even with postage I paid less than $50 for both CDs, and in some cases one of them is going for $35 in some places, so I got a really good deal. I don't mind talking about that, but I don't go out of my way to say I complain about record store day prices. I complain about prices on regular releases, but I don't actually tell how much I paid unless it's relevant to the discussion. I don't think it's, like the Donna Summer record store day thing that Newberry Comics was gouging everybody on. I don't bring it up unless I have to. Are there genres of music you really don't like and would never show on your channel? I have to say yes, but it's not necessarily because I don't like them. I'm not a big fan of hardcore rap, but I do like some rap. I'm a big fan of DC Talk. I like LL Cool J. I like Eminem. So I would never talk about hardcore rap because I don't know enough about it. I don't like hardcore country, and when I say hardcore country, I'm talking pre-1960. I'm not a real big fan of like the Hank Williams, Kitty Wells, Hank Snow crowd. And I'm not fond of a lot of it from the 60s. From the 70s on, I know some of it because of my grandparents and because other people I was around listened to it, but I don't know it enough, although I will talk about the artists I do know. Tanya Tucker, Donna Fargo, Lynn Anderson, Rascal Flatts, Restless Heart, a few people like that. They may show up because I have a lot of their albums or singles and I love them. So not that. The only thing I really don't know anything about is opera, and I don't like it that well. And I don't know a lot about classical. I do like classical. I have some classical on digital, and I have a couple of albums, but I don't know enough about it to talk about it. And the same goes for hardcore jazz, classic jazz. As opposed to smooth jazz. I like smooth jazz. I love Herb Alpert, Kenny G, and that stuff. David Sanborn. But I don't know enough about Miles Davis and all that stuff. And I'm not really versed in blues, although I like I am a huge fan of some modern blues artists like Kenny Wayne Shepherd and Johnny Lang. But I don't think there's anything I would really never show on my channel if I really liked it, even if I don't know the music, because I would say, hey, this is really good. Number 5, when watching other people's videos, do you ever flick through the video until you find an artist shown that you like? Sometimes, not very often. I usually watch the whole video on 1.5. That lets me get the whole gist of the video in a little bit less time, and I hit the normal for the music bits if they're putting them in. I don't normally flick over things unless I actually absolutely know I do not like it. Punk, I don't really listen to people talking about punk. I'll flip past that or speed up to where I can hear the music. But usually I'll listen to the whole video, and I'll do it on 1.5 if it's a long video. If it's a short video, I don't bother. But if it's a 1.5 for like 20 minutes or over, it gets it done in like 12 or 13 minutes, and I enjoy doing that because I can hear and see everything that's being shown, everything that's being talked about, get it all intelligibly. I don't have a problem with people doing that with me either. So that's, that's cool. What are your thoughts on shorts? Shorts are fine. I'm actually looking to do it. And Richard, I don't know which system you use to edit, but Filmora, my system, actually has a shorts function. It helps you set up shorts. It keeps it under a minute. I haven't used it yet. I've been meaning to do little ads for all my shows, and I haven't gotten around to it because of all the craziness that's been going on. But I will in the next month, and I will start using them. And I think shorts are great because they lead more people to your channel. More people see the shorts, and if you're out there, showing off what you do on these shorts. My pal Dawn at Two Hip Chicks does that a lot with their stuff, with their old gaming show and Chick Chat and stuff. They do these little shorts, and it gives them an overview of everything. That's a great publicity tool, and it gets people in that may not have come in before, and that's always great too. So shorts, yeah, I have no problem with them. Do you use the community tab for polls, etc.? Since I got it back, when they changed their rules back so that nearly everybody has it again, I have used the community tab out the wazoo. I use it to communicate with my listeners, my viewers. This last month, I couldn't have lived without it because I was putting up notices there about what I've been doing, why I wasn't doing videos, all this crazy stuff, which thankfully is finally officially over as of today. Got the clearance and the all clear from the building, so that should be all done. I've conducted a few polls there, a couple, but I do try to use the community tab, and it helps me keep in touch, and people will give me comments there about stuff. I think community tab is a great way to keep in touch with your viewers, and lets them know exactly what you're doing. And if you're not doing, like me, the last month I'm so far behind on Eurovision, it's scary, and I only have 10 days to do 37 songs. It's going to be fun. Is there anything about your own videos you don't like? I don't have the set I want. I'd love to build a professional set. I have a green screen, but I haven't put it up yet, and I would love to do a better setup than what I have right now. But it's adequate, and I mean, it's better than it was. It's no longer a junk heap in here. It's actually organized and looks good. I don't have enough time to do research sometimes, and so I can't keep to my schedule, and that really bothers me. I try to get, I've except for the 2 weeks this month and intentional weeks after Christmas one year, I missed 2 weeks of Obscuria. There's no excuse for that. Even with all the stuff going on, I should have taken time to do it. The trouble is I have to do all the research on the charts, and I have to get everything done, and I get really irritated with myself when I don't have time to do that. Other than that, as far as physically go, I don't like the look of them. I'm working on new looks and new sets and stuff, and it will look different eventually in the next month or so. But yeah, that's all it. Is there anything about other people's videos you don't like? There is one thing that's really bugging me right now, and I have to admit, I'm not one for drama in the vinyl community, so I'm not trying to start drama. But this is the vinyl community. In other words, music. I'm getting tired of listening to people kvetch about things. Oh, I don't like shorts. Why do people do shorts? Oh, too many people beg for money on Patreon or on whatever. Oh, people want me to join their channel and pay them money and blah, blah, blah. You know what? As Mazzy says, it's the music, stupid. It's about music. If you don't want to join somebody's Patreon, you don't have to. You don't have to stop liking their channel. You don't have to stop watching their channel. Just don't do the Patreon. Don't do the membership. Don't do all that stuff. You don't have to. I mean, some people do it because they're depending on it. They're creators and depending on the money. I'm going to Patreon eventually, I'm pretty sure, just so I have a little extra money on the side if I can get people to do it. And that'd be cool because it would help me, defray my expenses for the show and all these albums and 45s I keep buying. And hey, a little extra money helps, Shorts, don't watch the shorts. If you don't like them, don't watch them. You don't have to. They're there. They're not doing anything harm. Honestly, I mean, all this kvetching going on when it's supposed to be about the music. It's the music, stupid. Mazzy couldn't have said it better. And Mazzy's guilty of kvetching too occasionally, but his is usually music-oriented, like his Eric Clapton wanker thing last year. That was music-oriented. You want to kvetch about music stuff? That's cool. That really bugs me. So stop slamming on people for Patreon. Stop slamming on people for memberships or whatever, or selling merchandise. Whatever. You don't have to do any of that, and it shouldn't make you look down on these people because they do that. They're just trying to make a little extra buck on the side. You don't have to participate. They appreciate it if you do. Just leave it there and let it go, as Idina Menzel sang at one time. Anyway. So, stop the kvetching, okay? Number 10, if you were to stop making videos, would you A, shut the channel down completely, B, keep the videos live, C, make the videos private, and would you make an announcement that you're no longer making videos? I would keep the videos alive. And yes, I would make an announcement unless I couldn't. And if I couldn't, Kim would do it for me. She has orders, if I ever, suddenly depart this mortal earth unexpectedly, to, post something and let my friends on the VC know that I'm no longer around. And that my videos will be up to be watched forever. If you don't say this, if you don't leave them up, number one, people will never see what you have to offer, and sometimes it's reviews, sometimes it's opinions. And even if you're not doing the videos anymore, if you've just got burnt out, some people get burnt out. My pal Steve at Value Vinyl burned out for a while. He only does a few videos a year now. That's cool. I love watching him when he's around, and it suits him, and that works, and I don't mind it. And he let us know what he was doing, and that's cool because he respects his viewers. Always respect your viewers. Jeff over at Calico Silver said it the best. It would be disrespectful to your viewers not to tell them you're not going to make videos anymore, or you're going to slow down or whatever. I agree. People grow to like your content and they subscribe to you. You should let them know what you're doing. That's all there is to it. I hope I didn't piss anybody off. I hope I didn't upset anybody. But those are my honest answers to these questions. Richard, thank you for putting these up. They don't have to be final. If you come up with 10 more next year, that's cool. I'm always willing to answer it. I'll always answer my ABBA brother. Always. Do my best to make everybody smile. That's what my shows are all about. And I hope that people enjoy them and continue to spread the word about them and hopefully grow and become an even bigger member of the vinyl community. Especially since I'm not pure vinyl. I'm vinyl, CD, streaming, digital. I do everything because I love music. It's about the music. Anyway, Richard, thanks for the great questions. And I will see you soon on my regular shows. I'm TC Kirkham, the Kirkham Report. Ciao, baby.